Please remember, going forward, that this series comes with a parental guidance warning, and if instances of extreme gore, mental shenanigans, and other such where it's just intense trauma, if those things could be too much for you, please remember we have other series here on Infinite Nerd Theorem that don't come with such a hard parental guidance warning. And with that parental guidance warning, we all know what time it is. It is time for us to once again visit our favorite fleshy amusement park, utilizing the Cypher System Mystery Meat Pit Edition. It is time for another session of the happiest place on Earth. Yay! And wow. Let us start with our recap from our last episode. And well. Oh, Scruffy was finally able to figure out with the house that it wasn't just the fact of a house having aesthetics of a cat. There was literally a massive eldritch cat basically growing underneath the house for hundreds of years, and finally it had reached maturity and just popped on out. So, but yeah, well, Bob and Gizmo, they had gone off to Vale Valley, and they'd come back. They thought they had come back with some of that Eldritch Green, but it was some Eldritch Green, but not for smoking any kind. It was for cats. It was some Eldritch catnip, and, well, that caused Biscuit just to lose his shit, get super excited, and just, thankfully, with some very quick ear scritches and neck rubs from Mori and Yuretsi, Biscuit was able to be calmed down. Well, thankfully they calmed him down in enough time because they were able to see that, well, the news had, well, of course people had noticed there's this big 30-meter tall pink cat just losing its shit. So of course they're going to notice it. They could see it from a good distance. So the news and everything was on the way, and Scruffy was just, all right, Biscuit, go to the park. Well, Scruffy wanted Biscuit to head to the happiest place on Earth. Biscuit heard park, and the only instance of a park that Biscuit really understood is the park at Vale Valley. So Biscuit headed to Vale Valley. And once they got there and calmed down, I hate to use such a cliche, but the gang realized they weren't in Kansas anymore, because this is unlike any kind of town they've ever been to. There is some, I gotta use the word again, there is some shenanery afoot. There is some timey-wimey, loopy-whoopy shit going on here, because the sky is not blue, the sky is purple. There isn't even a sun in the sky. It just looks more reminiscent of a big old eye that at times, if you're not paying attention, it's looking at you, but then when you try to look at it, it's conveniently blinking, or it might just be looking away, and it's like, you son of a bitch, I saw you looking! And, well, Sticky Joe had seen some, what the residents call plastic bags, and the only way to describe it is weird eldritch pit bulls that have a fondness for leather jackets, and thinking they're some kind of gang from West Side Story. And Sticky Joe knew what time it was, and he busted down, hit down with his finest moves, and, well, the gang, they liked the cut of his jib, and they were getting down talking, and after really liking Joe and everybody, they left for something. But then with that, unfortunately, Maury had been informed that Riley's in a coma. He's not because all that activity had throstled him all around the room, but even with all that, there's some knots on his head, and he's not awake. Maury informed Moonlight, and Moonlight ran to Riley's side, and with a very beautiful, touching moment between the two, Moonlight did happen to notice there was a very interesting needle. Now, before I finish the recap, I will ask Moonlight, did she leave it on the dresser or did she take it with her? But that's not the important question right now, because as she was leaving, she heard Riley say some things, and one of the most important statements from Riley was, "Who's Riley? My name is Yeeler." And when Moonlight left the house, Bethany had encountered a very interesting beagle pup who said he was a very good boy and said he could help. When Cecil approached Moonlight, he told her how Riley's body right now has two souls fighting for one body, and only one of them is going to remain. If the one that calls himself Yeeler remains, Riley is gone forever. Personality, everything, gone. So, but Cecil said he's a very good boy, and he'll take her to who can help her. Well, this was lucky, because where Cecil was taking Moonlight was in the same direction that Mori and Yuretsi were heading to find the fabled lantern. And when they got there, they saw just a very ancient-looking, deep, iron black lantern, and Mori said the phrase, "I need a favor." And then Lantern Man told them, "Well, come on in." And the lantern became a doorway. Yuretsi, Moonlight, and Mori have now found themselves on the moon orbiting Jupiter. And then sitting in his throne of just stardust is the one called Lantern Man. And that's where I will pick up now, as Lantern Man observes the three. Yes, now, you don't need to say a word. I have heard what you said. You need a favor. Now, the way this is going to work is each one of you will approach me one at a time, and you will look inside. You must put your face into the abyss. Allow me to look you over, to gaze upon you. And the first one I'm going to start with. Now, I actually recognize the blood in your veins. A very, very long time ago, one of the ones who called himself a chief visited me. Everything your little tribe has now is thanks to me. So now, Yuretsi, approach me. Yuretsi, do you step towards Lantern Man? What was that?
Sorry, she will.
As you step forward, you look left to right, try to find stairs, but there are none. But each step you start taking forward, in glittering stardust, literally the material that makes the rings of Saturn, forms steps under your feet. And then you step forward until finally you're at head level with Lantern Man. Yuretsi, you see the vast opening, what you would have thought was a mouth, but is actually now you're seeing was a hood. You see two eyes glowing a color this you'll never understand. And the next step is you must look inside. Does Yuretsi look inside?
Yes.
Okay, so now I need you to roll me a intellect roll. This doesn't have a difficulty rating. I need to just see how high you get real quick. So just roll me a d20 real quick and just make sure to, yes, because you're tier 2, so just remember to add an extra 2 to your roll.
Is this an extra 2 on top of the +4 I have?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 23.
Lantern Man is able to see perfectly. For you, you're just in a hazy fog. Yes. I understand. Now, little Yuretsi, I see you want to be a hero. You want to be able to save the day. But sometimes you don't get to be the hero. Sometimes you have to make a choice. So, Yuretsi, I will do your favor, but the cost is this. If you want to be the hero and save the day for this wood nymph, you must leave Bruno with me. Now, I'm not going to hurt him, no, he's going to actually have a pretty good life with me. He's going to serve as my new right hand. But, like I said, things in life are not easy, Yuretsi. And I was able to read perfectly you. Now, what is your decision, Yuretsi?
I actually have a favor that's a little more important.
Oh, I will humor this. This is something I didn't see. Please tell me, what is this other favor that is so important?
So she's gonna whisper it to him, and I'm typing it right now to send to you.
Lantern Man's just... As your head is inside this, he's gazing upon your past, what has happened in the present, and now he is gazing at your future, and... Oh. Just like when your chief first came, I am at a loss for words. Lantern Man just shakes violently. Yuretsi, if you go down this route, it's not going to lead to a death. It's just going to be a very painful route. And pain can mean many things besides bodily harm. So, because you have shown me, I want to see how this out. I will happily provide you both favors, but Bruno can stay by your side. But I will begin to inhabit his left eye, because I want to see how this plays out.
As long as he stays by me, that's good enough.
Oh, Yuretsi, I do believe you're with child. Yuretsi, you feel a bump in your tummy. Yeah, I told you this is gonna be painful, Yuretsi. And as he just violently laughs, you walk down and you just feel your tummy. There's new life in your stomach. And now you basically have the greatest plot armor. But still, you're at sea. First things first, roll me another intellect roll. Go ahead and add the 4 and 2 to it as well.
That's a 17?
You said a 17?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say you meet, so meet beats. Now, you're at sea. I will allow you to go ahead. This is up to you. How do you mentally take?
She's kind of like, she did ask for it essentially. So she's a little more prepared than just like sudden shock, but it's also probably weird feeling, so it's gonna take some adjusting.
Lantern Man is just, that hood is now just turned into a massive wide smile, and he's just, this is the greatest moment I've ever had in the 2 millennium. Ah, Yuretsi. And you were just the first of 3. It's true what you humans say. You always, when you get good news, it always comes in 3s. Now, I just want to see real quick, has Mori returned to us yet? Because Lantern Man is just gazing between moonlight, Lantern Man, just that wicked smile, because what makes it worse is the fact there's just no teeth, there's just those eyes, and they just are shining a brilliant magnificence, gazing between. And I still want to keep this tension going, and since Mori hasn't made back yet, I have a strict way of how this is playing. I'm just going to actually do a dramatic shift scene real quick, and, well, Bethany, Sticky Joe, and Scruffy, I would like to know, especially with Bethany, after Cecil had taken off with, what have you been presently?
Well, throwing up because that Cecil made her throw up black vomit or whatever the hell that was.
Okay.
So wait, they were still at the RV. So yeah, she would just still be in like
no, the house. Because
the house.
Biscuit
Yeah,
literally, Biscuit, the entire house ran over.
I keep thinking it's RV for some reason.
And
Never
okay,
mind.
and oh my god, I get to create 2 moments of such dramatic tension, because Bethany, as you're looking around, you're just wiping that black bile from you. You just hear a, "Hey, ma'am, you don't look to be doing so good. You look like you could use a hand, maybe quite a few." And when you turn, you see a 5-headed dragon with like cow horns on their heads looking at you with a handkerchief in one of their mouths. And as I want you to just contemplate this, Bethany, Maury, what had happened, to give you a little catch up, was as Yuretsi was leaving down, you heard Lantern Man belching out a massive laughter, just laughing. And now that hood, that what looked like a gaping mouth, is now in the shape of like a horrendous smile. Just those glowing eyes, just happy and elated. And you see Yuretsi as she's descending down these steps that look like stardust. She's holding a hand to her stomach and looking at her stomach. Would Mori and Moonlight like to ask Yuretsi what happened?
Yep, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Go right ahead.
So, Yuretsi, what happened?
Making insurance that he can't get full his way.
Why do I feel gross when you say that?
Oh, you should be in my shoes right now.
I mean, I'm about to be.
This is very concerning.
Oh no, not this guy. I'm talking about my God, I forget it every time. It's Alkenfeld, isn't it?
Yep. You got it, Alkenfeld.
Yeah. I'm speaking of Alkenfeld.
And what about Alkenfeld?
Like I said, he won't be getting full his way anymore.
Good, because I'm gonna make sure that he gets stopped no matter what.
Lantern Man's just one last thing he's going to just belt out just as, that's truly going to be a very interesting baby shower. You're right. Now, Maury.
Hang on, Moonlight's gonna park up like, baby shower. I'm gonna get you so many plushies.
Mercy looks like she'd rather die.
Now, Maury, please, it's your turn. I need you to approach me. Does Maury approach?
Hesitantly, but yes.
Every step you take, the same stardust-like material appears under your feet like steps, bringing you closer to Lantern Man until you're at head level. The hood, still smiling, Lantern Man says, now I just need you to look inside, Maury. Does Maury look inside the hood?
Yeah.
All right, so when your head goes inside the hood, I need you to roll me an intellect roll real quick. This doesn't have a difficulty rating. I just need to see what do you get. And don't forget to add a +2 for your roll because of your tier.
Okay, so adding 2 to my roll, I get a 3.
Maury, you're presenting quite a wall. I can't read you well. This is a first for Lantern Man, so what is your favor?
Out of character, honestly, I forget what I was here for.
So, Lantern Man, he works a little bit harder. He gazes into your mind, body just shaking from the strain. He's just, Dark God. Yes, I remember him when he was in the 7th dimension. I do believe he had a crush on my cousin Cthulhu. And you want to be able to save him. Now, Maury, I need you to think very hard. Because Lantern Man gazes not just into your past, but also your present and your future. And once again, everyone just hears a yes, I don't know what it is with you three, but another one. Oh, Maury, I will do you a favor. I'll provide you with what you seek. And you know what? It's going to be even better. Because I think this will even help out little Uretzi there. So a 2-for-1 deal. But you want to know what the cost is? It's going to be pretty high because when I gazed into your Maury, I saw something so interesting it would shock everyone. Now, unfortunately, the other two can't hear this. Only you, Maury, can hear this. Maury, in the future, you are going to find love, and you're going to feel for this person. You will do anything to protect them, save them. But here's the thing, Maury. I get hungry, and for Lantern Man to provide his services, I must be fed. So when the time comes, and when you feel your heart has grown, I'm going to eat her soul right in front of you. If you want to save the Dark God, to pull everything off, this is your payment, Maury. Does Maury accept?
I'm gonna message you real fast.
Go right ahead. In this instance, yes, Uretzi, because Uretzi was the first one that, yes, you guys are all allowed to do a private message if you just want to ask anything or set anything up. All right. Lantern Man stops and thinks. Wait. Oh, I believe I was reading someone else. Oh my. No. For you, Maury, I'm actually going to just ask for you one thing. It might be a little hard, but it's a high cost. You're going to have to leave Bob in my care. I need a new right hand, and I didn't get Bruno, so this time I will have my new protege. Does Maury accept these terms?
What do you plan to do with Bob?
There'll be no pain, no nothing. Maury, he's going to be my new right hand. I'm going to teach him many things, and in the end, he will have the ability to go wherever he wishes. He just will have to learn the means to travel. And if he ever wants to come back to you, he can, but he knows where he has to come back to.
So Bob would still be returning to me at some point.
Yes. And then when you reach the end of your little lifespan, he'll be coming back to me.
That's all you want?
That's all I need, Maury. Lantern Man doesn't lie. Lantern Man doesn't go back on his deals.
Very well. As long as Bob can return back to me.
Well, Maury, when you take your head out, look down in your hands. You'll see you have what you need. Maury, when you pull your head out of the hood, you look down, you're holding 2 golden apples. Straight from the Acer. Just have him take a bite, and everything will go the way you need, Maury. And of course for your Etsy as well.
Very well.
Maury, as you descend down,
Real fast, Maury's going to
Yeah.
extend his hand for a handshake.
a very withered looking hand with what just looks like gnarled, like raptor-like claws extends out of the hood and grasps your hand. Roll me an intellect roll.
19.
Lucky son of a bitch. Lantern Man decides not to flood your mind with the knowledge of the cosmos. He just lets you see things that are going to come and be. At the end of the session, Maury, I will be messaging you about some things that'll be coming in the future.
Excellent.
Now, as you descend down Uretzi and Moonlight, you will notice in Maury's hands he's holding 2 golden apples. And I will allow you 3 to have another little group role play before Lantern Man summons the last of you 3 to approach him.
So your solution was apples?
Somehow this feels more suspicious.
I guess. Even Maury's speechless. Just apples.
Are they delicious?
I certainly hope so, but
I mean, gold itself doesn't really have a taste, so they're gonna be bland.
And Moonlight, this is finally when you've noticed Lantern Man is just gazing at you. 2 of those gnarled hands are out of the hood, just shaking with excitement, and the hood is in a massive smile, just... Yes, it was you I was reading. Moonlight, come.
Right now, a massive cold chill just runs through her spine and the entirety of her body. But she's going to quietly walk over as she was told.
Every slow step you take, that same stardust material builds underneath your feet until you're finally at head level. And the hands grace your hair. Yes, you are the one I was reading. Quick, let me see. Does Moonlight plunge her head into the hood? Oh, Moonlight?
Yes, she does.
I need you to roll me a d20 and add a 2 to it.
I got a 10.
Lantern Man grips his massive eldritch hands, grips the sides of his chairs, and finally, in the third time, Lantern Man just... I see your... Not only does he see your past, he gazes upon your present, and then he sees your future. Just hideous laughter fills the universe. Even Scruffy, Bethany, and Sticky Joe are going to get goosebumps as even in the vacuum of space, just the energy, the feeling of Lantern Man's laughter, this unfortunate chill affects you all. And then finally, Moonlight, he tells you, you want to make sure Riley comes back to you. Well, I will give you what you need to ensure it. But here's the thing. You're going to meet with a horrible, disgusting death. And no matter what you do, it's going to happen. And all I want, Moonlight, is I want to inhabit your right eye when it happens. I want to watch. And that's all the cost is. And Riley will come back to you.
Before I say anything else, when I meet my final end, can you tell me, or at least hint to me, how much time I have left?
I will do you one better, Moonlight. When your time is coming to an end, I will have the universe sing you a song. And when the song reaches its end, your life will meet its end.
A life for a life. I guess it seems pretty equal. Not much of a use of mine anyway. Might as well let someone else live their life. At least find happiness I can't find. So yes, please save him for me.
I will let you know this, Moonlight. You will die the happiest you have ever been.
A horrible fate that I'm gonna be happy about? You know what? Ironically, that actually makes sense to me. So, okay. I think I'm pretty happy now.
Your song will be beautiful, Moonlight. And as you pull your head away, Moonlight, there's two things that are very interesting because as you look down, you're wearing a very, very beautiful dress. What would be the perfect, like, ballroom, like, performing, like, dress for Moon?
Well, for Hall, she would have a dress that is glistening like the sun, and with a necklace that sparkles like starlight. And her hair is done up in a bun. She got opera gloves on, and even the high heels she's wearing to make herself even taller are surprisingly comfortable. They're basically like slippers.
And you hear in your head, all you have to do is wait on the stage and give this to the scruffy one. And you look in your right hand, you see a very brilliant, just glistening that color outside of any understanding saxophone.
Ooh, I love sax. Hey, I know a scruffy looking guy. Scruffy! I'm gonna go find him.
And you run down the steps. But now I will let everyone know nobody else heard when he was telling you about your fate, Moonlight. That was only to you.
I'm not telling anybody. I'm too busy running.
And as you're running down, a doorway opens up, and Bob is like walking through the doorway, just confused. And Moonlight, you head through the doorway back to Vale Valley. But I would like to give a chance for Maury to speak with Bob. But Yuretsi, do you leave through the doorway?
Yeah, you should probably wait.
Lantern Man waves you two out, wishing you both the best of luck. Moonlight, your eye changes. It's not even heterochromatic, two different colors. Just the actual pupil of your eye, you have, instead of an actual pupil, it's just Lantern Man's eyes in your actual eye. And so that's in your right eye, and then Bruno's left eye, the same thing happens. And Maury, Bob, he immediately just gets the message sent from Lantern Man, everything that happens, and Bob looks at you, but he's not looking upset or sad or anything. He looks excited for this opportunity. What would you like to say to Bob before leaving?
Maury's not the long goodbye type, so he's just basically gonna give him like a pat on the shoulder and make sure you come home.
Bob takes off his bowler derby and he puts it on your head. I have a reason to always come back now. Take care of my hat.
Always.
Bob actually gives you a hug, Maury, and he turns to walk over to Lantern Man. And Lantern Man, don't worry, he will be fine, Maury.
He better be.
Of course. And just remember, get the wood nymphs and DG each to take a bite from each apple, and everything you need to happen will happen.
If this doesn't work, I will be back.
He does a slight little bow. I can respect that, but just know, Maury, Lantern Man has never been a liar, and I've always come through with my faith.
Maury's just gonna give a slight bow and leave.
And as you head out the doorway, you're transported through lights, and you're back at that corner, and you see Yuretsi and Moonlight heading off towards the direction of the house. Where would you like to go? Would you like to follow behind them, or was there anywhere else you would like to look around first?
I want to get back to the house and get this apple shit done with.
Gotcha. All right. And then this is when we're going to return back to Bethany, and of course Scruffy and Sticky Joe are there in the yard, and those two, Sticky Joe and Scruffy, you both notice this about 15-story tall 5-headed dragon with cow horns, with one head trying to hand Bethany a handkerchief. Well, hello, gentlemen. We didn't notice you two over there as well, which looks like a very scruffy-looking gentleman and you look like a plain old Joe, but you're very sticky, like a sticky plain old Joe. Well, hello. Our names are we're Hiram. I'm Hiram. Guys, you don't gotta give me the chorus right now. But dude, we sound really good when we're in harmony. I know, man, but they're good. No.
I can Bethany scream right now because that's exactly what she does.
Okay, if you're gonna react this way, roll me a d20 real quick.
Uh,
Actually, wait. I got you covered.
we come in. Yeah.
Hold on, I got you covered. And because we're gonna roll this for you real quick. Okay, you got an 8. Yeah, you just are losing your shit. So Bethany, what does this look like as you're just screaming?
It
Oh
is
no.
her. It is her throwing her hands up into the air and running around like a chicken with her head screaming off in circles.
Oh no. Scruffy, you're
Arms
starting to lose your
flailing and everything.
cool. Roll me a d20 real quick and add your 2 to it. Then this is the intellect roll.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Oh, yeah, your hand's starting to change, man. This isn't going good, man. Hiram's just, sir. The heads are like looking very defensively, just like, whoa. We're a very nice, we're a good dragon. Look, we have a library card. I mean, what kind of evil person has a library card?
I don't know about all that, but the only good dragon's a dead dragon.
And this is when the little purple puppy Cecil is just looking and he's just, this is hilarious. I'm a good boy. Yes, scruffy gentleman. Do it. He's a bad dragon. And I'm a good boy. Cecil's just looking at you, his eyes glowing. Sticky Joe, what is your idea?
Sticky Joe wants to play Skip It with the Dragon.
But Hiram's just, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I do apologize. I don't have legs. I'm just slithery, you see. And you see a very long dragon body that for following behind. He says, but if you could do me the greatest favor, sir, if you could convince your gentleman over there with the arm that is turning into what looks like a cannon to calm down. I would like to know why he's so perturbed. I mean, is this your guys' first time in Vale Valley?
Shoot him, Scruffy! Shoot him!
Oh, I have 100% way to find out if this dragon is evil. Which direction do you put the toilet paper roll on?
We don't got time for your nonsense, Joe.
He has a library card. He probably knows where his birth certificate is. Shoot him!
I can't read.
Well, I would be more than happy to teach you how to read because
Yeah, I got nothing.
library card. Well, here's the thing: is that the reason why I mentioned library cards because I actually work at the library. I could happily teach you how to read, my good illiterate new friend. Like I said, my name is Hiram. What is all your guys' names?
This all sounds like the devil's lies.
You're a psychopath. Kill him! Kill him now!
And with that statement of Bethany screaming, "Kill him now, Moonlight," you're coming just charging in, and you see this 5-headed, 10-story tall dragon with 5 heads.
Ooh, hey, a dragon with 5 heads. Neat. Oh, Scruffy, what's Scruffy? Scruffy, blow this! I hand him the
What?
saxophone. Don't ask questions, just blow it.
Immediately starts in on a careless whisper like saxophone solo.
Like, Scruffy is
Calms
fucking
his
killing it.
calms his nerve.
And yeah, there was a reason why this gentleman, why Lantern Man knew give it to the Scruffy gentleman. You just hear these careless whisper sax solo, and it's amazing. But he told you to do this and wait on a stage. Oh, and that's
I'm looking I'm looking around to find the stage. Hey, dragon. Do you know what stage is?
Oh, well, actually, yes, because well, Biscuit over there, we do know that people who reside there during the summertime, they usually rent the stage here for their little yearly talent show for their summit, and so yes, we do have a stage prepared in the park. I would be happy to take everyone there as long as you please don't.
Professor, do you also have a library card?
Well, of course, I'm a librarian.
Okay, cool. Now I know you're a good dragon and we can be friends. Now, quick, to the stage! I just
He's
run
not.
off.
He's a psychopath.
I'm running back. I grab Bethany. Oh yeah, to the stage! I throw Bethany on my shoulder and run.
Hiram is just like,
I run back and
man.
I run back and I grab Hiram by the arm. Hurry up to the stage! I run off randomly.
Moonlight, the
He's
next
just
time you grab me over the next time you put me on your shoulder, you better take me to your bed. For the love of God.
Ah! Oh my God! So
Maybe in a different life.
Hiram is just like, we're going in the wrong direction, so you turn in the other direction. Sticky Joe, Scruffy, you guys are just left speechless unless you would like to follow behind Hiram. Or if you would like to go explore town, that is another option you can do. Sticky Joe, I'll start with you, Sticky Joe. What would you like to do?
Okay, so for one, Sticky Joe is dedicated to playing Skip It the entire day. So everywhere he goes, bathroom, asleep, he is going to be playing Skip It, and he's going to go check out the town. You
All
gotta,
right,
you
you
gotta
head
buy a
off.
new T-shirt for Vegeta Jr.
All right, you head off in the opposite direction. The direction that you're actually heading, you are heading towards the direction of the Desert Flower Bowling Alley and Arcade Fun Complex. It's quite a fun time. Now, you're heading off in that direction. Scruffy, do you head off to check out town, or are you going to follow behind Moonlight and them to the stage?
I ain't letting this thing out of my sight.
All right, you follow behind them, but before I leave from this house scene, Yuretsi and Mori, you make it to the house. Mori, do you hand Yuretsi one of the apples to give to the wood nymph?
Yep. And remember, they just need one bite.
Now, you actually can go with Yuretsi to see how this is all going to work out, or if you just like to go straight to DG and give him the apple, choice is yours.
I'm just heading straight to DG. Yuretsi can do her own thing.
Okay, Yuretsi, golden apple in your hand. The texture is interesting because it feels like an apple, but at the same time, it has like the cooling touch of feeling like you're holding gold.
Mhm.
This is very interesting, and you go in the house and you go into the study room where you've been reading all the books, and the wood nymph is there, and when he sees what you're holding in your hand, his eyes just go wide, and he's just, how did you get that?
Someone received a favor.
And I've heard legends that he could procure anything, but you're holding in your hands something from a completely different plane, Yuretsi. That comes from the realm of the Acer and the Vanner. Humanity, I do believe, during an age of time, they called it Norse mythology. But that apple is very. Is that for me?
Yes, just need one bite.
Their hands are just shaking, holding the apple, and they take one bite. Their body starts to vibrate, just shaking, vibrating, changing. And what's happening is, what needed to happen is their bodies needed to be adapted to the third dimension. They had to, basically, this is them, they're never going to be able to return to the seventh dimension. They're never going to be able to ever, but this is going to stabilize their bodies. And with now, so when he stabilizes, he just looks like Groot. He's looking at his hands and he's just drops down on his knees and he just starts crying because he didn't think this would ever happen, and he's just pleading, thank you. Granted, I have no idea what I'm going to do now, but
Well, now you have a whole world of you.
well, actually, you might be able to, if I could ask for one more favor. Grant, I've been here. You don't be here stuck on this plane without ever hearing about that amusement park, the happiest place on earth. And I heard you worked there. Would you be able to get me a job?
Well, most of the guides are horrible, so it probably would be very easy. I am the head guide after all.
His face just glows, and you're now going to have basically just the happiest place on Earth's version of Groot now. Good job. And as this is happening, we go to Mori. You make it down to the basement, and DG has like the same type of reaction. He's just, oh my God, do my eyes deceive me? Is that really is that really a golden apple?
That's what he said.
You're actually gonna, Mori, you could potentially just sell this, the value of this, like, probably could just own the planet, and you're just gonna let me have it?
I already own half the planet. I don't need the money.
DG happily takes the apple, grips it in between all 6 of their arms, hands, and takes a bite, and their body starts vibrating, shaking, shrinking till they're about, we'll say they're about a good 5'8". Granted, they still have 6 arms, and now they have a truly magnificent pompadour that goes out about a good 2 feet. Granted, their hair is a good velvet purple. And so even with this pompadour, they still kind of have like a mullet going on because they have a back of their hair still goes down to about the back to about where the happy trail is on their back down there. And they're wearing an outfit that looks like it's a combination of Prince and Elvis. And their skin, it kind of has the appearance of scales and insect chiton.
It's a chitin.
Thank you, chitin. And he's wearing this magnificent pair of just Elton John would be jealous of these sunglasses. Oh my God, honey. Am I really free? And he turns his massive double guitar bass and just does a strum. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, I can finally hit the studios. So, Maury, were you serious about being my manager?
Oh, yes. I already talked with the guy. And Maury's going to hand him a phone number.
DG runs to a phone and just starts calling and is already talking with the person you give him the phone number for. And DG turns to you and gives you 3 thumbs ups. Oh, and then you hear DG say, oh, wait, that's a paying gig? Jesus, how much money do those Dons have? And then DG hangs up and goes, well, looks like my first performance is going to be at that old town show the Dons have. They want me to be the opening act.
Good.
Well, I don't know what you have planned for the rest of the day, Maura, but I'm gonna try to get used to these legs and find my way about town and see if I can find this stadium that they're talking about, stage or whatever. I hope you'll be able to make the show later tonight.
With everything that keeps happening, I make no promises, but I'll try.
DG is just ecstatic and just playing the guitar out, and all you just hear is a boom, 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 boom. Oh, and Biscuit is just now the house is just swaying to the beautiful music that's just belting from DG, and DG leaves the house for the first time and actually sees the wood nymph. I'm sorry, his new name. We're just gonna call him Woody. Woody goes up behind him and just, hey, can I go with you, buddy? He's like, oh hell yeah, Woody. You can be. Do you know how to play? He goes, well, always just been drumming around the house. Perfect. I need someone to be able to keep a beat. Let's go, baby. And just Woody jumps on DG's back, and they go. Maury, what would you like to do next?
Well, Maury accomplished freeing DG and getting him his deal. He survived the encounter with Lantern Man, and he's in this weird town, so he's gonna go hunting.
Alrighty, Maury, for you, when you leave when you leave, you're gonna end up at the Dark Owl Records. But before I leave this house, one last thing. Yuretsi, as Woody leaves, everyone leaves, everything is quiet, and then you hear a cell phone ring. Armstrong's phone rings. You look at it. It's Alkenfell. Do you answer?
Yep.
When you answer the phone, just trying to hold everything back. Where is my child?
They're safe. There was a condition to heal them.
What did you do, Yuretsi?
What I felt best for the world they're gonna grow up in.
You can't do this to me, Yuretsi. This is... Yuretsi, you can't do this to me. It's when after he left me, I had nothing, and you can't do this from me. Does Yuretsi hang up on Alkenfell?
She's gonna say something before hanging up. Like, some things require a gentle hand, and I know you don't have one. And then hangs up.
Oh, the fucking shade. And when you do that, just Alkenfell's office is just destroyed as Alkenfell is just screaming your name, just the pure rage and malice, but no one's there to listen, and I hate to say it, no one would care. What would your Retzi like to do next?
She'd go Bruno like, hey, we're parents. So that'll go over well.
Bruno just looks and just goes, wait, what? And I'm going to leave that right there, because we'll come back to that moment. As first, we're going to join with Scruffy, Moonlight, Bethany, and Hiram the Five-Headed Dragon reaching the stadium. So, actually, the best way to describe this stadium is it's actually an amphitheater. and it literally is built out of the very ground. And there was a little mountainside that they built this amphitheater into. Moonlight, since you were leading the pack, what would you do next? As you see, like the amphitheater, the staging area has been getting set up. Lighting's been getting set up. There's instruments being laid about. There's a person doing a mic check, doing a little tapping on the mic to make sure equipment works. And I will let you guys go into a group role play with Scruffy, Moonlight, and Bethany. And of course, Hiram if you have any questions for him.
I stop to look around and I make sure everyone is present. But I look at Hiram as like, what's the dance floor?
Well, technically the dance floor would be the stage if you're going to be dancing for your performance. Wait, you're going to be dancing? That's interesting. What kind of dance?
I look over to Scruffy. Hey, Scruffy, what kind of things can you play on the saxophone?
Oh, I don't actually know how to play the sax. I just really like Careless Whisper.
So
You know what? Good enough. I can't actually dance. I just move in random movements, and people say I dance.
So
Well, that's
Scruffy,
the thing. I can't play the same song again. I never learned it in the first place.
That's why I can't dance the same dance again.
That was mostly just vibes the first time.
Now, Scruffy, when you actually belt on the saxophone again, it's not perfect. The song that's coming out, that the saxophone has been, essentially this saxophone is sentient and it's been trying to get you to blow the right notes for the song. And at first you start belting out, it's going to be this song. And Moonlight, you can feel a rhythm in your feet and you know how it's going to be. And yeah, when the show begins, you just stand there and wait in the spotlight, and when Scruffy starts playing, Riley will wake up.
I mean, I'm going to stand in the same spot, but hey, that group just takes me away. Moonlight, she's like swirling her dress around, and like she's rocking to the rhythm. Just really anxious and hoping to see Riley someplace.
She's just, hey, we really appreciate your enthusiasm, ma'am, and actually, this is for the listeners because I do have to let them know that about what's happening is, so as Scruffy belt this out, the sound echoes across the valley, thankfully from the amphitheater, which is exactly what Lantern Man had planned, because this just acts as a giant loudspeaker. So in the room from an IV as Riley is laying there, we go inside Riley's mind and we see pretty much a citywide fight is going on between him and what looks like a much older version of himself with longer hair and a very serious look on their face, and they're fucking just sword fighting against each other. And at first Riley was horribly losing, but now when he hears the song, he's just, Euler, I can't keep wasting time here, buddy. I gotta get back to her, my friend. And Riley just looks and goes, and I finally figured out how I can beat you. And just as everything is getting to a crescendo, Scruffy's just still practicing. Euler pierces Riley's heart with the blade, and Euler steps back shocked and just, you figured it out. And he's just, yeah, I had to stop being scared of you and just let you pierce me. You had your time, and I'll take care of our body. Euler just goes, take care of Alkenfell for me. She's a fucking idiot. Gives a salute, and just as the saxophone stops, Riley's eyes shoot open. And because I just love leaving things on cliffhanger, leaving things, people just guessing more, we're going to go to the Desert Flower Bowling Alley in an arcade complex with Sticky Joe. As you're walking by, you pass by the Moonlight All-Night Diner. You smell some pretty fucking rockin' food. And you're getting closer and you just hear, wow! Holy moly! You are one sticky gentleman. How? I'm gonna have to make sure to let the residents know that they're gonna have to see this, because this is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Yeah! Sticky Joe, do you turn to look at this very enthusiastic person? Oh, Sticky Joe, are you there? Oh, okay.
Okay, so I accidentally hit the mute button. So I said, Joe is not going to look around because he took his yearly bath, even though somehow he's even more sticky than before. But at least now he smells of wood barrel rum. So he's going to go check out the arcade machines.
I cannot believe my eyes, dear residents of Vale Valley. Your dear Palmer has been ignored. I'm going to definitely let the residents know. And Palmer turns to go away to the radio. And yes, you're in the arcade. And here's the thing. These are games that they're games that they've never been seen before anywhere. And like, for one, you see this child playing this arcade machine where they're trying to avoid being abducted by this alien by jumping over fences. And when you see them lose, a light beams down through the roof, and they're just ah, and they're gone. You see another arcade machine where you would think it looks like Punch Out, but when the person who's playing it loses, you see just a big massive fist comes out and punches them in the face, and a tooth goes flying out of their mouth.
Oh man, this is like Nickelodeon but better. Joe wants to go play some games. He has a whole sock full of quarters. He's ready to go.
When you are approaching machines, you don't see like anything to put money or anything in it. You just see a press start to play. And the first one you approach it looks like a arm wrestling game, except instead of just looking just like the typical machine, you see that this arm is actually attached to something inside of the booth, and the booth is quite large, and the arm is quite large. Does Sticky Joe play this arm wrestling game?
Oh yeah, after my training with the damn Fairy King and Armstrong,
All right.
I got this.
All right, roll me a d20 and add a 2 to it. This is a muscle roll real quick.
Fuck me, 6.
Okay, so when you lose this game, it wasn't even close, man. They were just, at one point they were doing that just emasculating thing of where they just hover your arm down, bring it back up, hover it back down, bring it back up, and then they slam your arm down hard. But then the hand comes up and it makes you lock in on the fingers, makes you look up, look down, look left, look right, and then slaps you across your face. Does Joe want to challenge?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you want to say? What would you like to ask about the hand?
Is the hand stuck to my face?
Actually, no. The hand has quite strength, so it
Mother of
just
God.
kind of it sounded like Velcro as each time it just ripped off, just whoosh, whoosh, and then the hand just does like a little pocket, just does a little hand puppet and just goes wah wah.
Okay.
Now, would you like to go challenge a different game or play again?
Can I use my beard fist to challenge this game again?
You hear from inside your beard, your vestigial twin just goes, "Hey, let me at this some bitch."
All right.
Damn it.
I'm gonna pull back.
And so now your vestigial twin, I'm going to describe now in fucking sheer horror, because this has just become even more horrifying. You literally, what opens from your beard, it looks like guano on your chin, if you've ever seen Total Recall. And yeah, it's just like a little three-fingered hand, two finger digits and a thumb grips the arm wrestling hand, and the hands just, you just hear from inside the booth, what the fuck? Roll me with advantage, Sticky Joe. Roll twice and take the higher number and add 2 to it.
Okay, 12.
Yeah, your vestigial twin wins, and it's not super dramatic. It's a very close match, but he beats it.
Give him a little high five. Ooh, do we get like tickets or prizes?
Yeah, you get a ticket.
Does it say anything on it?
You are winner, and winner is misspelled.
Close enough. Ooh, you know what? Let's grab. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you may do 2 more games or check something else out.
You're a winner. You're brutal. Can I go grab some food and then come back and play?
Yes, it's just when you go get food, I'm going to switch over to Maury. So as you go off to get food, Maury, as I said, you are going to end up at Dark Owl Records. And now, granted, this isn't your typical record store. You now roll me a intellect roll and add 2 to it, please.
That is that's a 17. So it would be 19 then.
Okay, so you're not going to lose it. When you walk inside, you see all kinds of entities. You see a couple Sasquatches. You see what looks like a specter. You see definitely what looks like a skinwalker. You see a couple people just jamming out with headphones on. And then as you're looking at some of the vinyl, the one that's really going to catch your eye, because it feels like a record, but at the same time, it's ethereal. And you look on it and you just see, and the shopkeep goes, "Oh, you got a good eye. That's they tell you that's a certain blues singer who that's from beyond the grave. Like literally, they recorded that from the realm of the dead. You're holding a ghost record.
I mean, I've met a few ghost writers. Makes sense to have a ghost record.
All right, is Maury gonna pick up grab this ghost record, or would they like to look around for something else?
It's gonna keep a hold of it and keep looking anyway.
You're seeing many interesting things, and you see another vinyl, and wow, like you literally you own in your possession the alternate universe of one of the CDs of the Beatles that never broke up. You own that fabled CD, but this you didn't even know this exists. This is literally the Sasquatch version of the Beatles. And the album cover that you're looking at, it's literally just the Bigger Than Jesus album, but it's just Sasquatches doing that. Is this another album Maury would be interested in?
That is hilarious, and yes.
You grab that album as well. And then of course, a trip to a really good vinyl store wouldn't be complete if you didn't see some like vintage actual record poster, like concert pictures, posters. And yes, you see a bunch, and then you see one in a frame, and I mean, the Sasquatch Beatles, that was something in itself, but this is the one where you're just like, okay, yeah, now I've seen everything. This one basically it looks like a Nessie, but dressed up like a what was the terminology for like a castrati. And you see the concert picture says Nesserati.
That is an A+ pun. Absolutely gonna grab that one too.
Alrighty. So, and when you go up, the prices are actually very reasonable. They charge you about like 30 per each album, and the concert it's like only about a good 45. You only spend about $105, and oh yeah, you have really scored big. You got the Sasquatch's album, the Nesserati poster, and then the ghostly wails of Robert Johnson. Yes.
And the thing is Maury's a very serious character, but he fucking loves puns. So puns will never get passed on, even if the author of or the artist of the album did pass on.
And as you're going on, this is when you notice a pair of dragons. These ones are much smaller than Hiram, and they look over at you, and granted, they've never seen anyone with your presence, and they're just, hey, are you new in town?
I'm just passing through.
Oh, well, I can tell you this, we never really get someone like you much in town, and if you're not doing much, we can take you around, and if you are free later this night, there's going to be that big talent show concert. We have quite a few friends that are going to be there, and love to introduce you to them because you just have this fascinating aura to you, sir.
I'm not much for crowds.
Oh, we have a private skybox. Did you think we were just some poor dragons? Sir, sir, we were very smart with our gold hoards and invested properly.
I never judge a book by its cover. Unless it's literally a book.
The other dragon holds up their hand and goes, yeah, most people are actually misinterpreting the actual founding of Apple. Wozniak wasn't a human. I'm Wozniak. I'm a dragon, but I like to work with computers.
Good for you.
And the other dragon just goes, ignore Woz. He's got to stick up his ass about that. We get it, Woz. You made something. Good for you, buddy. So, my name is Carl. Yes, I know. Very plain, Carl the Dragon. Well, but I wasn't nowhere near as big as my big brother Hiram with his 5 heads. But what is your name, sir?
My name's Maury.
Well, Mr. Maury, if you've never had a chance to have a day on the town, or night on the town with some dragons, well, we'd love to take you around. Does Maury join the dragons?
Maury has had a night on the town with dragons, and he definitely prefers it to humans. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you're having a dragon time. Like literally, they take you like dragon drag racing, which is literally smaller dragons riding on massive worms in a drag race. So you're going out and having a ball of a time, and Scruffy, I'm going to go back to you as we're going to finish up with your last couple of arcade games.
Wait, Scruffy's in the arcade now? Last I checked,
No,
he
no, I'm
was.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. Sticky Joe, Scruffy. Not
Got
you,
you. I was
Scruffy.
like, wait.
So confused.
But so Sticky Joe, what is going to be your next game? So the games you see is the fighting game I described, and then a weird alien abduction game. But there's also another test your might game. This one you see, it's like one of those punching bags, but this one has a mouth on it. So yeah, what happens is if you don't score high, it talks shit. What would you like to play?
Do the one that talks shit.
Okay, roll me a might roll. Roll me your muscle and add 2 to it real quick.
Okay. That's 13.
You reel back and you just lay out. You just remember your training with Armstrong, with the Fey King, and you let loose with this punch. And the machine, it just lets out, it's like a squeaky as it hits back. Oh man, I've been hit before, but that just felt more like a mosquito bite. Here, I'm just gonna give you a ticket out of pity. Blech. And it just burps out a ticket in your face. And this one says, "You're a wiener."
Can I pour some Diet Pepsi down its throat?
Oh God, it's disgusting. Why?
I'll keep the regular Pepsi to myself.
You're a monster. Why would you do this to me? And you walk away and you have a ticket. What is going to be the next game? What is going to be your last game you're going to try out?
I'm gonna try the abduction game.
Okay, this one now is going to be give me a speed. You're going to use your speed and roll me a d20 and add 2.
It is 16.
This one goes even better because when you step up to the machine, your little character, it actually looks like you, and you're jumping over the fences. You're doing better and better and better until finally you come to the boss of the stage and you do 3 jumps, killing the boss, and you see your little character just doing a little dance. And then you look behind you, there's just this big fat looking alien that just burps out a final ticket, and this one is just the worst horrendous spelling of all. It literally just has a "you are congratulations," but you have 3 tickets, and you hear the ticket booth behind you guy just give out a it's been a very long time since we've had someone in Vale Valley actually win 3 tickets. Does Sticky Joe approach the little award, the little ticket booth place?
I will. I'm still playing skip it this entire time.
As you skip on over, you're going to see 3 very bizarre yet intriguing things. You see one item, it looks like a ukulele, but then at the same time, it looks like it just looks like a living creature and looks like it would start screaming when you're not playing it. Then you also see a aquarium, and now it looks like a turtle, but then at the same time it looks like a Koopa from Mario, but in real life. So it has spikes on its back, and it has the head with a really pronounced beak, and it's just walking forward, turns around, walks back, walks in the other direction. It's just doing that over and over and over again. And then finally you see what is just, it's a living sapient mustache. And it's just like, meow, meow, whining like a dog. You have enough for 1 item. What do you want?
I use mine in Chakugan to try to figure out which one is gonna be the least pain in the ass to deal with.
You don't even gotta use that. You can tell right now, mustache.
Mustache it is.
So as you're given the mustache, it just gives out a very happy yip, yip, and then jumps on your face. And what kind of mustache is Sticky Joe's dream mustache look like?
Ah, shit. I was very unprepared for this. I'm gonna say it's one that kind of covers his entire mouth. You can't. It's just glorious and thick, and it's and it's pink. It's surprisingly pink, just like my hair right now.
He's got the big, massive Markiplier Warstache going on. It's glorious and magnificent. And that's when, as you're leaving the arcade, that's when Robbie, one of the mafia men, finally goes, there you are, Joe. Did you forget? We're supposed to be performing tonight, buddy. You're my backup, man.
Joe's like, I wouldn't forget. You're like my shadow in me.
And then because where we're reaching, because of where we're getting for time-wise, actually, time, it's granted, you wouldn't be able to tell in Vale Valley, but it's getting to be around nighttime, and the amphitheater is filling up with Vale Valley residents. Maury's in a skybox with dragons, and the opening act, Scruffy, you're in the just on the side of the stage. You start belting out that song again. Your fingers somehow know exactly what to play. And Moonlight, you stand there and you're on the stage and the lights are hitting you. And you're waiting patiently. You're just super excited. And then you start to get nervous, like, what if this was just dull? And before that thought even finishes, you just hear a oh man. Oh god, I'm getting out of shape. Can't run that fast. Hey babe, can I have this dance?
Riley! She grabs him and squeezes him. She gives him a couple smooches. And then she pulls him away and holds him up and she glares at him. Will you stop dying?
That's gonna be a very long talk, and I think I might need to tell everyone. But for right now, let's just enjoy the music, and I just want to be back with my Moonlight.
Yeah, okay. I think I could use a couple dances with my honey bunny. She just
And
grabs him and hugs him.
And Moonlight, roll me a d20 real quick.
Oh no. Give me a second. Oh god damn, I got an 8.
Oh, well, that just means you were lost in the moment, and instead of doing 2 songs, you just... How does this dance look as you and Riley are lost in the moment and just dancing to each other?
Oh, I know despite the hilarious height difference, those two do move pretty gracefully together because they've known each other for years, they fought together, they trained together, so it's just, this is nothing new but the music playing. That's the only thing that's really different, is the music that they've always just kind of danced to.
And in this scene, as the camera just backs away, the final thing for this session, as we just see Bruno had fainted quite a long time ago when Yuretsi said their parents, and Yuretsi's just fanning them and still in the study, just rolling their eyes from Bruno's freaking just, it's like, really, Bruno? And then in the main area of the room, of the main hallway, there's a phone and it starts to ring and the answer machine picks it up. And the last thing for the session is there's a voice that says, "Hey, I was told to call this number and that I could find Moonlight. Moonlight, it's Hef. And it's time. I was wondering if you were going to be free to come over and have a shoot tomorrow, because I believe it's time for us finally to have your spread now, so you can have that cover shoot for Playboy. And feel free to bring all your friends. We can make a day of it here at the mansion. Hope to be hearing from you soon, Moonlight." And that is where we're going to leave off for this session of the Happiest Place in Earth. And oh yeah, dear listeners, in the next session we will finish up the talent show, and then everyone will be going on a trip to the Playboy Mansion. Oh boy. Out of everyone, I think the one who's going to get the most shenanigans is going to be Bethany. So until the next one, dear listener, goodbye.